So I've been living in Korea for about a year now. And naturally, there'll be things that I like about Korea and things that I don't like about Korea. So here are a list of unpopular opinions that I have about Korea. First, let me put out a disclaimer. These are my unpopular opinions. So there will be things that you maybe disagree with, and that's completely okay. And I don't mind that, but I just want to let you guys know that these are my opinions.
That's my opinion!
They're not the gospel truth, they're just things that I have found to be my opinions over the year that I've been here. So don't get triggered, y'all. Number one, Korea straight up smells like poop. And let me explain to everyone before everyone starts getting hyped and triggered. Basically, when you first get here, you'll realize that Korea smells like poop. I guess the sewage system is pretty old and it can't handle the amount of people that are in Seoul. So it is definitely a problem because when you first get here, you'll be walking down the street and it will hit you on every street corner. Somebody's 10-year-old shit will come out of the grates and hit you in your sinuses. And after about a year of being here, I can say that it doesn't affect me as much now. I feel like when I first came here on holiday about a year and a half ago, I was so sensitive to the poop smell everywhere. I couldn't take it. And the crazy thing was, when I was looking around, I couldn't see anyone reacting to it. That was what shocked me the most. I could smell poop literally everywhere. I felt like I was in a landfill or something, but nobody was reacting. Everyone was just walking around like this was normal clean air and nothing smelled like doo-doo. Number two, manners. So coming from the UK, I found that we're an incredibly polite people and manners is a great deal of our culture and a big part of us kind of growing up. Like it was an integral part of my life. And I found that that doesn't really transpire here and it was such a hard pill for me to swallow. So small things like opening and holding the door for people, I just feel like that's such a small thing and it's universal, but here it just does not exist. So I have straight up seen people who would swing open a door and then the next two people after them will run through and then try and get through the door before it closes like Tomb Raider style. And I'm sitting here like, what in the world is this ridiculousness? Why don't you just walk at a normal pace and hold open the door? Bruh, someone come and look at this. This poor guy is out here holding the world's groceries and shit. And look how every person just walks past and doesn't even look back to think there is somebody behind you. Come on. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The other thing is giving and offering seats like on public transport. So like buses and subways. And subways is literally like entering the Hunger Games. It is insane. People here will fight to the death to get a seat. They will be standing at the door ready and they don't care about all the people coming out. They're just ready to get that seat and they will be ready to punch any elderly person, any person who is pregnant, anyone who's pregnant, anybody who is somewhat vulnerable or just able or whatever. They will literally fight to the death and it's ridiculous. And the other thing is saying sorry if you like bump into somebody or if you push somebody or shove. It is non-existent. Like I have on many occasions being bumped into or shoved into and I turn around and my automatic body reaction is just to be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I turn around and I notice that that person is like 15 miles away and they're just carrying on with their life and just strolling about their business. They don't even care. And I'm sitting here all in my feelings like, excuse me? Couples are everywhere and couple culture has been well documented in many blogs and many vlogs and stuff like couple clothes and couple rings and even couple underwear. That stuff is okay for me. Sometimes it's actually kind of cute. What I can't really take is couple behavior. It's super over the top and really messy to watch. Sometimes I will be standing in a very public place and I see couples having cringy public displays of affection. It's so uncomfortable for me. And I heard that public displays of affection was super rare here. That is a lie. Couple culture is like 95% public displays of affection. And the other thing is, couples will have the biggest fights, breakups, and crying fits in the most public places, like a train station, in front of a train station, in a shopping mall, in the middle of a convenience store. The other thing is, I was like, where are all the single people? So I made this observation quite early on, and I told my co-teacher, and she said something like, oh, they're all inside, obviously. And I started laughing real quite nervously, and she did seem to laugh back. So I was like, oh my god, I think she's telling the truth. I am Confucian. Refunds. So before I came here, I worked part-time as a cashier. So I know how the whole refund thing works. Basically, when somebody gives you a receipt, you would scan it, and then it gives you a list of all the things that they bought. And depending on what they have, or depending on what they want to take back, you would take back exactly the thing that they're giving you. However, in Korea, they're like, nah, let's crazy this up a little bit. I have been in shops, like big shops. I'm not talking about these little shops. I'm talking about big, even international shops like H&M. And I just want to take back one top. Say I bought 5 things, and in that one, and all those 5 things, I just want to take back one top. It is the most ridiculous thing. They will take back everything, make you buy everything, then take back everything. And it's like, you couldn't just take back that one thing and give me like 4,001. Like, it is ridiculous. And I just look at them and I'm like, honey, I've done this before. All you've got to do is just take back this one thing. You don't got to take back everything, buy it again, then take back the one thing that I didn't want. It's the most ridiculous thing. So extra. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rants and all my unpopular opinions. I hope you weren't triggered by it, so don't leave no hate comments and saying that I hate Korea. I love Korea. I love living in Korea, but obviously there are things that you won't like about it, and there's some things that you will like about it, and these are just happen to be my unpopular opinions that I don't like. Anyway, thank you.